like that in general,
We always say, oops, sorry.
No, go ahead. You're good.
I was going to say, we always say actors will go where they're fed. And
yeah.
That's so important.
I wish there was something that was created so that, they can always be protected. I don't think all, on the top tier, yes, there's protections and unions, but there's not unions and protections for every actor. And, depending on your ability, your technical skill, how good you do what you do. If you do a project, you should be paid at least well enough, non-union or union or whatever. Just something should be at least. Maybe that's happening, but I've seen enough things to go. Not happening all the time.
We just want to do our take 5 real quick, which is our 5 questions we ask everybody when we interview them.
Okay.
And we're going to start with, what about theater? We always say, what about theater turns you on? What do you plug into? What about it speaks to you most?
Let me see. Well, truth be told, I used to be a dancer. And that was my interest into the arts field, but then I wanted to talk, and so that's what theater gave me an opportunity to talk, and to be able to connect and speak with words, because I've always had a good relationship with words as a small kid, so it's just the talking and the connection to the words. Does that work?
Oh, trust me, we've gotten answers all over the board. Like, we have a series on our YouTube with them, they're labeled Take 5, right?
Yeah.
And they're people Take 5s, the same questions, and I don't think we've gotten the same answer twice.
The only time we got the same answer is my favorite is what turns you on? The people. What turns you off? The people.
Which brings up our second question.
Our second question, what turns it off?
What turns you off about theater?
That's a good question. I think the idea, and I've had many experiences with this. I think the actor, I wish there was a fund that could be created for actors in general when they have to deal with readings. There's a what do you call it? An area where I personally feel that everybody needs to be paid for what they do or for what they bring to the table. And I think sometimes actors don't get that opportunity, or they're just situations where it's a free give to whatever it is. And I think that's the one thing that's turned me off. I feel that whatever you bring to the table for whatever production that you do on any level, you should be paid for it, and at least paid nicely to where you feel like what you gave to the project, it's acknowledged as being work. And so that's kind of been a turnoff to me. Something for nothing is not my cup of tea. I don't like that in general.
We always say, oops, sorry.
No, go ahead. You're good.
I was going to say, we always say actors will go where they're fed. And that's so important.
I wish there was something that was created so that, they can always be protected. I don't think all, on the top tier, yes, there's protections and unions, but there's not unions and protections for every actor. And, depending on your ability, your technical skill, how good you do what you do. If you do a project, you should be paid at least well enough, non-union or union or whatever. Just something should be at least. Maybe that's happening, but I've seen enough things to go. Not happening all the time.
We actually have what we affectionately call the blacklist, and if we figure out that theaters are in a harmful way not paying their actors, we will either not review them again, or sometimes if it's bad enough, we'll name and shame. It hasn't gotten bad enough yet, but we figure somebody has to stand up for people.
Yeah, it's tricky because, you know, there's theaters and they have their issues, but then there's actors who more often willingly give to support particular theaters in order for them to do what they need to do. But at the end of it, it's a free give. And that always bugged me, you know.
I know exactly what you mean. I've seen too many
Thank you.
times where you're given a little bit of money and then you feel that pressure to donate it straight back to the
Right.
organization because they don't have any money, but you're like, I don't have any money. So.
Right. And that always stuck in my craw, you know.
Yeah.
Just, you know. I would go more in depth, but
Question 3.
Success.
A time of success, and what did it teach you?
Boy, that's a good question. A time of success, and what did it teach you? Work hard. You know, hard work pays off, but then you continue to do the hard work. You know, if you're gifted to do it, beautiful, then work hard to make it even more than what it is, because that's what success is. It's based in hard work. You'll get opportunities, but you know, to stay there, to enjoy it properly, you gotta work hard, and there's sacrifices that come with that.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Hits me.
Yeah.
So,
No.
They hit me right where you live. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to be ready to bleed, and you're definitely gonna bleed in this in this career. It's just it's unavoidable.
Yeah, it's almost like your blood, sweat, and tears, and hope to get it back.
Yeah. Well, yeah. No, it'll come back. It just depends on what form it comes back in, and then you have to be at peace with how it comes back. You know. Yeah, I mean, I've been very happy with kind of what's kind of come my way, because it's unusual. Like, I don't look for, you know, I've been very fortunate to be approached to do things that I probably wouldn't have never done.
Yeah.
You know, or approached to do. And so it's been very satisfying to kind of find these little diamonds, and I don't think you find them mainstream at all. And so, you know, I'm that's success for me. Like, I'm being approached to do stuff that I probably wouldn't be ever approached to do, you know, and that's kind of cool.
That's awesome.
That question went all over the place. So
it often does. And this one even gets worse. What is a failure you had, and what did it teach you?
Let me see. Being unprepared for thinking I was prepared for a job, but I wasn't. I didn't have a full understanding of what I was getting into. And so there was a success at the end of it because I had to work hard to try and accomplish it. But there is nothing worse than thinking that you are prepared and ready to go for a project, and then you fail. And then it's a learning curve to like try and, okay, well, what am I doing? And the great thing about failures is that you need to know what your weaknesses are. You got to. And then you make the adjustments to what that is, knowing what you're able to do and knowing what you're not able to do, and knowing the levels of, okay, I'm really good at this is medium level, this is quite preschool. So you know, and you know, that's, I think that's the biggest thing, just being unprepared, walking into a situation that I thought I was prepared for, and I wasn't. I had no idea what I was walking into, because I was, you know, what do you call it? Running off of the talent, you know, running off of just the talent wise. Oh, I'll get it. I'll figure it out. Nope. Nope. Yeah. Face plant major.
brace yourself. This is the question that gets everybody.
Okay, well, you've been getting me so far. So
40 years from now, there are theater textbooks. And
there what?
Theater textbooks.
Okay, all right.
And kids who want to be in theater had to study this textbook back and forward. And there's a rule in there with your name on it. What is that rule?
That's funny. I like that. What is my rule? Oh, leave your crazy at the door.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Okay, that's new. You have to explain all of that.
The thing about theater or TV in general, you need to know yourself in regards to your weaknesses, your quirks, so that you can function within the machine. It is a machine. And nothing is more difficult when your unidentified quirks, issues pop up in the middle of a situation where it's not really necessary or needed. So that's my leave your issues at the door. That would be my rule.
That's a good one.
That's a really good
As
one.
we said, we've never heard the same answer twice. So, and I mean, like, yeah, message us, email us anything. We know you're not on social media, so email and keep in touch.
It's a pleasure to meet you
It's
both.
been very great. It's been a
Thank
pleasure.
you. We
Yeah,
enjoyed
absolutely.
talking to you.
Same here.
If we kept you here, we would talk all day. So that's
Fine
the
by
only
me.
reason we're letting you. We don't say that.
No.
You'll be here with us forever.
It's all right. No, it's good. It's good to expand the network, and so it's good to come across good people, you know, and
Absolutely.
it's great to meet you. So I intend to stay in touch. I may send an occasional hey. Hi.
Please do.
All right.
We
Great
will talk
stuff.
to you later.
All right.
Thank you
Take
so
care,
much.
y'all.
You
Pleasure.
too. Bye.
See ya.
Hey guys, if you like what we just did, there's going to be plenty more coming up. Please like, comment, subscribe. Our Venmo is in the description. Please support us if you can. Our cats need the money.